Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Eagles at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll take this to the 46. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally.
Now, quick hit, and he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. On play action, they'll throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Murray. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, Murray. And this is caught by Watkins.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. They run behind center with Gainwell. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Murray to air it out again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. That one complete to Hill. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some change? And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Murray off play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Running off tackle with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw, it's Murray. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 11. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
178 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Watkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff looking right. A beautiful fake. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 85 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So, Flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.